Let's look at what is cation exchange capacity and how we can find cation exchange capacity. Cation exchange capacity means soil ability to hold the positive charge ions like calcium 2 plus, magnesium 2 plus, potassium 1 plus, likewise, because soil particle has negatively charged ions because it contains various types of organic material and hold negatively charged ions. So it can attract positive ions. That means the cation exchange capacity. We can calculate the cation exchange capacity using various methods, and uh, that amount, that value, using that value, we can say, okay, cation exchange capacity is high or low, and we can predict the the what we call the soil variety and the amount of organic material in the soil and the water contained in the soil. Uh, if the cation exchange capacity is high, uh, soil contains high amount of organic matter content and rich in nutrient, and cation exchange capacity is low in nutrient amount, and it's a sandy soil. That's how we can predict the soil variety using cation exchange capacity. These are the main three types of cation exchange capacity. The one is the first one is the permanent cation exchange capacity. In here, I will show you the P indicate the permanent. CC means cation exchange capacity permanent, and B stands for variable. Cation exchange capacity variable, and cation exchange capacity total. That means the sum of cation exchange capacity permanent plus cation exchange capacity variable is equals to cation exchange capacity total. Okay. Okay. This is the definition of types of cation exchange capacity, and the permanent exchange capacity means the permanent sites. Cation exchange capacity related to the permanent sites. Isomorphous substitution, because instead of silicon atom, uh, it can substitute it with another atom. In most of the time, uh, silicon atom substituted with the aluminium atoms, uh, and hold a negative charge, because this has +3 now. So one silicon atom holds 3 oxygen, so it can hold negative charge, and it act as permanent sites for the cation exchange capacity. That means the CEC attributed to the permanent charge. And we can introduce the second type of cation exchange capacity, the cation exchange capacity variable. These are the variable sites because in acidic medium, if the soil is acidic, this oxygen atom This oxygen atom can hold negative charge, right? If the medium is acidic, like pH 3, 2, likewise, this atom can bonded with H. That means the OH, right? If the pH of the medium uh, will change to the higher pH value, that means the basic medium, let's say pH 10. If the medium of the soil pH, let's say the pH 10, now what's happened? The H in here, H atom, okay, will remove and make this oxygen atom as negative side. Okay, then this side act as the variable side, which depend on the pH value of the medium or the pH value of the soil. Okay. This is the cation exchange capacity total. The total cation exchange capacity means the the sum of permanent cation exchange capacity and the variable cation exchange capacity. This graph shows how pH can change the cation exchange capacity and the charge of the medium. Here, as we can see, if the pH value is higher than 7, negative charge of the soil will be increased because of the pH dependent variable sites. All right.